Hey guys, today we've got a brand new Isuzu DMax VCross, and what we're going to be testing out is the new Pedders Lift Kit, which we have installed onto it. So we've got a whole motocross track to go and use, so let's go test it out and we're going to do a review on and off-road. Okay, so why would you fit a lift kit to your truck? That's the main question. Ultimately, the simple answer is to give you more ground clearance of all of the mechanical running gear underneath. So the reason why you want to lift it is because if you're going over larger rocks, if you're really taking it off-road, I know we're on a motocross track here today, and I'm not pushing it to its maximum capabilities. However, even today, I'm already noticing the significant difference of having a Pedders lift kit installed. So it's going to give you more ground clearance. Yeah, that's the most obvious. With the lift kit as well, they actually give you a rear anti-roll bar, which is fully adjustable as well. It's got 3 different settings. And again, that's just so you can help you with different angles on the rear wheels if you want to get more articulation and everything else like that as well. The shocks and everything on the front, so we've got new shocks, new springs. The springs, I've only driven it on the road briefly until coming here. We haven't done the on-road review just yet. But the springs they're definitely a little bit, they come across stiffer on the rebound. However, I would say actually, they give a very comfortable off-roading experience. Like it's hard to explain and show you on camera how big these ruts are on this motocross track. And I'm going down quite a steep hill, to be fair. And it's, you know, the Isuzu handling it perfectly well, the suspension's complementing it easily, and it kind of feels like, it doesn't really feel like I'm on a motocross track in a field, to be fair. It actually feels really good. So we've actually got quite a big rut that we're going to go through here, and I haven't explored the whole area yet, but we're going to try and find some bigger ruts to see how far we can push this articulation of the suspension. So the Pedders Lift Kit, what else does it do? So it also increases the capacity that you can actually take in the bed and the back. It's only by, I think it's around about 300 kilos going from memory. However, the reason why you do that is because on this, obviously this truck is a good example, we've got a canopy on the back, and by having a canopy is going to be adding extra weight, which does eat into your load that you can carry. However, by having that extra load on the back, you can have, you know, different, you know, people like to put roof tents on for when you're going really big off-roading and everything else like that. So it's really useful, and to increase that, and also it helps with the towing weight which you can pull. I'm actually going through some big ruts here as we speak. You know, I am only crawling along, nothing too fast, but it's handling it perfectly well, this. It's yeah, it's doing a fantastic job. We also have Predator wheels on here, and we have Falcon, or not all-terrain tyres, but off-roading tyres as well, which, you know, is complementing the entire build perfectly. This is a very decent setup on this Isuzu, and it feels very manageable, very controllable, and just really nice to drive, in all fairness. And as I say, it doesn't really feel like I'm off-roading at this point. It just feels like going for a slow, leisurely cruise in a very bumpy field. So, I don't know. So the Pedders suspension are, well, off-road wise, yeah, it already gets my seal of approval. I've never used it before, but I'll tell you what, we'll be using it again. We have a hell of an incline here. We'll see if we can get up it. Again, we are in low range, so being low range, that's obviously definitely going to help us. I've locked the rear diff. But let's see how well these tyres actually grab onto this. This is a hell of an incline. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is impressive. Actually, this is seriously impressive. Wow. Okay. What a setup this is. Yeah. This is. God, it's making it easy. This. Wow. Dead easy. Oh, that's been broken a sweat this year. I thought we'd already be struggling. It's been raining the last couple of days, so in the shade and everything else there, the ground's actually, it looks dry on top, but underneath it's actually really mushy, wet and horrible. But no, this is okay. I'm incredibly impressed. This is a big incline. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but it's a big incline. These ruts are something else. My God. No, this is really, really impressive stuff here. Obviously, the event today, well, it's not an event, but like the motocross track is not set up for an event today. So that's why all the barriers and everything else has all been taken down. That's why it just looks like I'm driving around a field. But actually, looking ahead, there's, well, you can see the ruts where the bikes go through and all of the grooves and everything else, and well, you know, everything's been turfed up. But yeah, no, but also I can't deny the scenery here is absolutely stunning. We've got a lovely, gorgeous day. It's currently about 26 degrees, but yeah, no, it's impressive, you know. I'm really impressed. Also a good track layout, I'm not even going to deny that. I like my motorsport and racing, so I do appreciate a good racetrack when I come across one. Okay, so testing the Pedders suspension on road. So initial thoughts, straight away, it makes the whole truck feel a bit more taut. It's actually quite a comfortable suspension, really. I'm actually driving on quite a bumpy road at the moment, and it is soaking up the bumps with ease. No problems at all. It's just taking it within its stride. I would say the rear anti-roll bar, it is helping actually. It's stopping the back have this little bit of a floaty kind of feeling to it, and it just, I feel as if it's keeping the truck driving straight quite comfortably, like without having to put many corrections into the steering or anything else like that at all. The rear shocks, they're great. I can't really knock that at all. They're soaking up the bumps, really nice rebound on them as well, especially with the rear leaf springs. You can tell the leaf springs on the back are designed to take a bit of extra weight as well. So over real sharp bumps, you can feel it doing its thing. But I can imagine when you've got more weight over that rear axle, it's going to be absorbing the bumps and everything else perfectly fine without any hassle at all. The front shocks and springs, so it looks as if the spring rate is pretty similar to what you would have on a standard V-Cross. However, I can't really tell much of a difference. Yes, obviously visually it is higher by about 40 mil, but actually it's taking everything within its stride perfectly fine. Because steering actually, it feels light, I would say, in a nice way. It doesn't feel like it's too heavy on your arms or anything. It hasn't made the steering any heavier than what it would naturally be, and with the power steering and everything in the Isuzu anyways, luckily it's already helping you. You're controlling the steering quite comfortably anyways. So overall, this Pedders suspension, I'm really impressed with it actually, especially the off-road capabilities. I didn't expect it to come across or enhance the stability of the pickup as much as it has, but I would say it's a real big compliment to the truck, and especially if you're going off-roading and bouldering, or you need that extra articulation within the suspension setup, I would recommend it. I'm really impressed, and I'm looking forward to taking it on bigger off-roading courses and seeing exactly what it can do. So that's it for today's review of the Pedders suspension kit. I have all the details in the description below. And if you want this kit installed onto your truck, contact us today at Otter Vale Motor Services. Again, all the details are in the description below. And yeah, I'm seriously impressed with this, and I'm looking forward to more off-roading adventures in the Isuzu V-Cross. See you guys in the next one.